Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? Super excited to be with you. As always, Tuesdays and Thursdays are two of my favorite nights of the week. I love spending time with you guys, and I hope that you love spending time with me. Please share my channel with other people. I'm trying to grow, and I need your help. I can't do it by myself. So I would greatly appreciate it if you shared my channel, maybe on Facebook. Maybe some of your friends will check it out. I would greatly appreciate that. The more the merrier, right? Let's build this community. Let's make it a little bigger. All right, so let's start talking about announcements, and then we'll move to our project. So the first announcement is Card Fiesta. I do this on Saturdays. It's a local event for people in the Virginia Beach area or the Hampton Roads area or northeastern North Carolina. And it is on Saturdays. We get to the restaurant at 12. We eat lunch till 12:30, and then we start making cards. And we make cards all the way till 3:30. So the next event is going to be on the 24th. So not this Saturday, not next Saturday, but the next one after that. And yes, there's still one more Saturday in May after that. So many Saturdays in May. But anyway, the 24th is our next event. Really excited about that. So I hope that you'll join me. If you happen to live in the Hampton Roads area, just reach out to me if you have a question, because I need to know who's coming. Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Just send me a message. Let me know that you'd like to come, and I will put you down, get your information, give you pricing and all the good stuff, and we can talk about the event. All right, so that's it for that announcement. Next announcement, Inky Hands Crew membership. If you are not a member of my Inky Hands Crew, what are you waiting for, guys? It is so fun. The girls in the chat will 100% tell you that crew is so much fun. So I make a variety of projects from 3D to cards, sometimes home decor. It just depends. And I would love to have you be a part of my crew. So it's a class every month. You get 6 projects made with the same bundle or suite or stamp set sometimes. And they usually are sent out the last Friday of the month. So you have time to sign up and get your next installment of the May edition. So they come via email. You'll get all 6 projects. You'll get video tutorials. You'll get measurements. And I will walk you through making the projects. So if you're looking for a way to stamp and you need a step-by-step for the moment, this is a really great way to do it. If you're an advanced stamper and you love to have project ideas, you will love this membership. So do not miss out. We also do color challenges and sketch challenges, and these girls are my biggest supporters. I adore my crew. All right, and if you have not signed up for the rewards program with Stampin' Up, please do so. It's so important that you opt in so that you can get some freebies. Not that long ago, we had double reward points, which was pretty amazing. And I don't want you to miss out on that next time. So sign up. If you need help with that, send me a message at Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. All right, next. The joy of Stampin' Up! Become a demonstrator today. So the starter kit special is from the 6th, which was Tuesday, all the way through the 31st. You can get $165 worth of product for $99. Super excited about that because, my gosh, guys, that's almost double the amount. You're not going to pay shipping. You're going to get a paper pumpkin kit. You're going to get anything you want for $165. The amount of shipping you're going to save is like, I don't know, like $18 for shipping. You're going to save that. You're going to get a paper pumpkin, which is $25. Might be $27 now. So what are you waiting for? The deal is amazing. Basically, you're getting $200 worth of stuff for $100. You can't beat the deal. And I would love to have you part of my team. I'm always looking for team members. I love to grow my team. We have team meetings. We do mystery stamping. Sometimes we do projects. We have guest speakers. We do challenges. We do swaps. do not miss out because we have so much fun. I would love to have you on my team. And girls that are in the chat, let people know what your favorite thing is about being on my team. I would greatly appreciate that, so that people that watch the replay can know what's going on. All right, let's move along. Mountain Majesties. Till Saturday, you have to get this fantastic, amazing, unbelievable kit. It is Father's Day cards with layered mountain landscapes, but you do not have to use them for Father's Day. Just don't use the sentiments that come with the kit and make the cards any kind of cards you want. Ladies love landscapes too, not just the guys. So if you don't have any guys in your life that you want to make cards for, give these to your friends that love the outdoors. Your boss, different things like that you can use it for. But anyway, it comes with pre-cut vellum and paper pieces, watercolored card bases, coordinating envelopes. The colors in this kit are Basic Black, Lost Lagoon. Oh, I love Lost Lagoon. Misty Moonlight, love that with Lost Lagoon. And Misty Moonlight is our Stampin' Spot. Mossy Meadow, which is a beautiful green, Pecan Pie, which is a nice brown, and then Petal Pink. So the colors are going to be gorgeous with this kit. It also has, did I say vellum pieces? Do not miss out. And if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and haven't gotten your add-on for the quarter, don't miss out on that. It's called Hugs Abloom. You get the April Hugs, the May label, and then June's kit is going to use a floral and a leaf. So don't miss out on the add-on. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, by the way, if you don't know about it, you can get notified now when products are back in stock. So one request that Stampin' Up hears often is, can I get notified when unavailable items come back in stock? So I'm excited to announce to you that you are going to be able to do just that. If a product is not currently available, a box is going to appear above the product detail where you request an email notification when or if the product returns. This feature is available to demonstrators, customers, and guests. If you're logged in as a demonstrator or a customer, your email address will automatically populate with the option to edit if needed. Guests will need to enter their email manually, and after your preferred email address is entered, check the box to agree to receive the notification email. Then click Notify Me. You will receive a confirmation email that includes the item number and name of the product you signed up to be notified about. If you change your mind, you can click the unsubscribe button in the confirmation email and it will unsubscribe you only from that specific product notification. So when or if the product becomes available, you'll receive a single email notifying you it's back in stock, and the email will include the item number, the name, and an image of the product. If the product sells out again, you will need to sign up again to be notified when and if it returns. I hope that this new feature makes shopping even more convenient for you. I know you're going to love that. Isn't that fantastic? So exciting. The news is fantabulous. Okay, one more update before I go on to the kits. Cloud Cover is not available as a full-size ink pad. If you want Cloud Cover, which is one of our new ink colors, you're going to have to purchase it on page 33 of our catalog as a spot grouping. Or you can purchase the uninked spots, and those spots can be purchased in my online store. You just go there and you type into the search uninked spots. It comes in a pack of 5, and then you just need to purchase a Cloud Cover Classic Stampin' Ink refill with the uninked spots, and you can achieve a consistently accurate hue, and the ink refill is really technique friendly, so it's amazing in both aspects. Just because this is happening doesn't mean we're getting rid of Cloud Cover completely. We are also keeping the 8.5 by 11 and the 6 by 6 paper stash. We have the ink refill, we have the blend, we have the full color pack of paper, and I believe we have the two-tone cardstock as well. So do not miss out on Cloud Cover. It is a stunning color. Just because you can't get the full pad, don't let that deter you from getting a great product. All right, let's talk about Kits Collection. We have 2 new kits for you this month. They came out on Tuesday. The first one is called Share a Smile Kit. It's $14. You get 8 cards, one each of 8 designed. They are note card size, so they fit perfectly in your purse. You can take these with you when you're out and about, and if somebody does something nice for you, just write them a quick note or have them already, you know, filled out saying, thanks for making my day, or you're amazing, or whatever you want to put in there, and then hand those out to people. Make people happy. Imagine if you were walking and somebody gave you a card, how happy you would be. Sometimes people have never received a card. I've actually had people tell me that when I pass out my cards. So make somebody's day. Purchase this cute kit. $14 for 8 cards. You can't beat that. All right, Beautiful Blues Kit. It's $23. You get 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. It is a stamping kit, and if you love blue, this is the kit for you. All right, let's not forget about game night. We have a new thing we started last month, and it's going to be the last Thursday of the month, but this month it's going to be on the 22nd. The last Thursday is the day before Labor Day weekend. I didn't want to, in case people went away, I didn't want to miss out. So I moved it a week ahead to the 22nd. So the last Thursday night of the month is the normal date, but this month, lucky number is on May 22nd. So don't miss out. We have so much fun. We're going to be using the Bistro Burger bundle, and I am so excited to show you these really cute projects. So sign up. You have until the day of to sign up, but don't wait, because if the Bistro Burger sells out, what are you going to do then? All right, Fun Folds and Creativity Abounds. Creativity Abounds is a design team that I'm a part of, and I wanted to share with you that I do have tutorial bundles available for purchase. Every single month we add a new one, and we always have a blog hop that promotes the tutorial bundle. 3 times a year we have a stamp camp, and we actually have one coming up in June. If you would like to be in the stamp camp, at some point in this month you need to purchase the Celebratory Sips Suite. It's available as an online exclusive. Go to my store, type in Celebratory Suite, purchase the entire suite. Let me know that you purchased it and that you want to register. I'll send you the registration link, and you can be part of Stamp Camp. You'll get 13 make and takes and 13 alternate projects the days of Stamp Camp. They run from Friday night and all day Saturday till the evening. So I would love to have you. It's in a Facebook group, but we also post them to YouTube. So if you're not a Facebook person, you can still access the class via YouTube. So I don't want you to miss out, because Stamp Camp is amazing. Ladies in the chat, tell them how amazing Stamp Camp is. If you've never done Stamp Camp with me, email me at kelly@inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and I would love to tell you about it. So kelly@inkyhandswarmhearts.com. We have quite a few for game night already, but don't miss out. You want to be able to win prizes. The prizes that I will have available are going to be some really cool bundles and some other options as well. So join me for game night. Join me for Stamp Camp. I would love to have you. And I usually do a monthly card class as well. I am getting that prepped also. I haven't sent out the registration yet. So you have 3 opportunities to stamp with me. The class will be held in the beginning of June, but you still need to order it in May so that I can place the orders. But it is going to be an amazing May. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to share with you what we're going to use today. So we have been using the Impressions Abloom suite. So it includes this bundle, which has these gorgeous dies. We're going to use those to their best effort today. It has the embossing folder, which I used on Tuesday. I'm not using that today. It has these labels, which again, I have not used. And I did not want pink embellishments, and I thought the white ones would blend in too much. But I don't know, maybe I will use the white ones. What do you think? Should I add the white ones? They're not in the picture of the video, but I think maybe we should add some white ones. At first I thought no, but now I'm second guessing myself, which I do quite often if you know me at all. So let's add a few right here. Let's add one there. Let's add a small one. And let's add another big one over here. okay, the white works. Most of the papers do have pinks and in them, like a darker and a lighter pink. But if you are using a DSP like I did in this particular card that doesn't have the pinks, you can still use the clear, which is why they gave us, I guess, the clear ones. The other item that's in this kit is our gorgeous designer series paper. This is the one that I used Tuesday, and you can watch the replay of that as well at any point. And this is the gorgeous designer series paper that is available. So you have this green, and this is the pattern we used today. You have this pink, and that is the pattern I used last time. Green with the sunflowers or daisies or whatever you want to call them, black-eyed Susans. Then you have this beautiful fern page. What was on the back of that? I forgot to say. Oh, pool party. And then fresh freesia. And then this gorgeous page. Then I think this is darling duckling. And then you have a rainbow of florals. Really, really beautiful pack of paper. The whole suite is gorgeous. Do not miss out, guys. It is super fun. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to teach you how to make this card. So I did a few things ahead of time because we can't do everything all the time. We'll be here forever. So, let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to need is, for this particular card, you are going to need a few pieces, quite a few pieces actually. You're going to need a card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I have already cut the opening for us just to make our life a little quicker. Okay, but when you cut the opening, you're going to get this piece that's the card base. You have this piece over the top of it that gets cut out at the same time, and you are going to get a ring of pool party and a ring of the designer series paper. So when you're done with this card, you're going to have these extra 4 pieces that you don't need right now, but that you can use on another card. Okay, I went ahead and attached this just to make our time go a little quicker. And as you can see, you guys think I'm not messy, but I always get glue on everything. All right, so you have an 8.5 by 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And then this piece here of the designer series paper was 4 by 5 1/4. So don't miss that. Let me erase. I keep feeling glue. 4 by 5 1/4. And then again, I die cut it out with the solid. Let me get my dies. I die cut it out with the embossed. No, what did I do? Yeah. I'm second guessing myself. I cut 2 pieces of pool party with this larger die first. I don't have those because I've used them to glue together, but it's right here. Okay, so this was the larger piece of pool party that was cut out of a separate piece of cardstock, just a scrap. Okay, then I took my dies and I took the one that had the stitching in it and I laid it over the top of these 2 pieces glued together and die cut it through. Now when I put the glue, I did not put glue in the middle so that I could have separate pieces and they would not stick together, so that I could use these for another card. This freesia ring that you see here is from our card on Tuesday, and I reused it for this card since the colors are similar. All right, so we are going, then what you're going to do is die cut it out, and then when you pull those pieces away, you're going to take your fresh freesia and you're going to glue it to your larger ring, and this is going to go in this center piece right here. I also die cut some flowers, so I'm going to keep this die set handy so I can share with you when it's time to do the flowers what I did with that. Hopefully that makes sense and you guys are on the same page with me. So you have that 5.5 by 8.5, and then you have the die cut large piece of pool party, the frame that doesn't have the stitching. And then you're gonna need a fresh freesia stitched piece, which you could use from, if you make my card from Tuesday, or you can just die cut the pierced die and then remove out of fresh freesia, remove that and save the inside of it for another project, okay? Then we need a 4x8" piece of basic white cardstock. And what we're gonna do is we're going to put it backwards and we're going to burnish. So corner to corner, again, it's 4 inches by 8 inches. And we're going to burnish. And then we're gonna take this piece and we're going to bend it back and burnish again, okay? So we're gonna bend that back and burnish again. So this piece is going to get glued right inside here. But before we glue it, I want to attach this other piece, which is another piece of the designer series paper, the one with the fern leaf. It has Pool Party on the back. And we want to attach that. I'll show you in a minute. Let's get our glue out first. Not on this fold, but on the inside one. So we're gonna add that right here from this edge down. And then this will fold back like this and you won't see the pool party, okay? Now we're going to attach this piece into our card. So we're going to put adhesive on the back part of the white. So again, 8 inches by 5¼ inches, and then you're going to score it at 4 and 2. I might have said that wrong because now I'm second guessing myself. So we're going to go ahead and add that, and then the piece of the designer series paper that I added onto here, this is a 2-inch piece. And it's 2 inches by 5¼ inches, okay? And you can see I am just gluey fingered everywhere. That's what happens when you create, right? All right, so this piece is going to be, we are going to do a little stamping now. So we are going to use, on the inside of our card, I'll show you the other one. We're gonna open here, then open here, and you're gonna see you have these 2 flowers in between where you're gonna write your sentiment, okay? So we're gonna start with our solid daisy, okay? And see I have scrap here. So I'm gonna ink that up real good. And I'm gonna ink, whoops, I almost did it full strength. I'm gonna stamp off, and then I'm gonna stamp it in this corner. And then the same thing here, I'm gonna ink that up, stamp it off, and stamp it in this corner. So those are the first ones. Now we're gonna go full strength, but let me clean my stamp first. All right. So now we're gonna do the outline in full strength. And all we have to do is find our little daisy pieces that line up. I'm gonna bring this down slightly so I can see what I'm doing. I don't think that goes that way. Maybe this way. Yeah, this way. So you're gonna hover right over the top and bring it straight down over that piece that you stamped off. And there is our daisy. Let's get it inked up again. Hang on. I made a mistake. All right, let's try that again. Okay. All right, let's bring it, how did I do that last time? Like this? Yes. Sorry guys, I think I'm out of camera now. Okay. Let's add it right here, full strength. All right, so now we're going to do our inside daisy. I'm gonna close that for a minute. We'll open that in a minute, but I wanna do the inside daisy. The little dot for the inside, and that's gonna go in fresh freesia. So we're just going to ink that up in the corner here and stamp one right there, and in the corner, and stamp another one. So now our inside is complete, and we'll be using freesia again, but not yet. So let me close it, and we will stamp, let's close this up. We will stamp our center, okay? So let's move this out of the way. So here's our centerpiece, and we're gonna stamp the sentiment, "I appreciate you so very much." So we're gonna ink up our stamp. This is also from the stamp set. I'll show you the stamp set in a second again so that you can see what we got. Where are you, stamp set? Okay, so this was the center that I think I used the small one. That was the center that I stamped. And this was the daisy. And now I'm gonna use "I appreciate you so very much," okay? So let's move this a little closer to me. I'm gonna hover it kind of sort of in the middle. And we'll clean. And then we will do the second part of our sentiment. And then we'll be done with blue until we start doing our flowers. I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so now we're gonna do "so very much" right there. Ta-da! I hope I'm in camera because I just said ta-da. All right, let's move this out of the way. We're not attaching that yet. Let's get this out of the way too. So now we're gonna color some flowers. So I'm gonna show you these, and I'm gonna bring out my die cut pieces. All right, so I die cut 3 of these leaves in Old Olive. All right, so here they are right here. There's 2 of them. I had to cut one a second time. I got a little crazy and stamped the center of this, but I didn't mean to, guys. But it's this largest flower, and you do cut both of them at the same time. So you put the outline, and then you put the line on a piece of white scrap. Then I have this larger flower right here. See? I have 2 of those. And then this is attached, so you get 2 of those in one pass, which is always nice, right? And then we have this daisy, which we also cut at the same time. Then what I did was I used this largest outside circle and did my pool party. And then I used this larger inside circle and indented into the white cardstock and cut it out with a smaller circle. So that's what we did there. So now we're gonna take our large flower that we have already stamped the center because I got a little carried away prior to setting up for class here. So I'm going to add blue all the way around and make my flower super pretty and blue. Okay, so now that one's done. Now on to our pool party flower. That was a small blending brush that I used for that one. I'm going to use a large one now because pool party is one of my favorite colors, and I chose pool party the very first time I got the large blending brushes to be one of my first colors. And so yeah, that's what I did. So that's why I have the pool party and the large brush. Okay, so we're gonna add our flower here, and we're just gonna go ahead and add pool party all over it. Okay, so there's that one, done with pool party. And now we're gonna do fresh freesia. So fresh freesia is all of these pieces, the small and the large. And let's not put my ink into the wrong one. And then we're going to assemble these flowers and leaves. I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so we're going to get fresh freesia, and then we're just going to go over. There's a small and a large. And let's pick up some more. And a large and a small. All right. that's it for all the stamping today. So let's assemble our pieces, okay? So the only one that we're really going to assemble is this daisy one. So we're gonna glue this center in the middle. Right, like that. And then we're gonna add this little white accent. Then we're going to attach our large, or our second largest, I guess, the pierced die to the inside of our card, because now we're ready to assemble that part. So this is how you do it. Okay, I'm gonna give you some tips. Move these over so that I don't get out of the way. All right, so this is gonna go here. So we wanna line it up so it's gonna fit through that hole. And we have to make sure that it's sturdy. It's not like too far over. See, we want it right up against this piece, and then when we're happy with it, we're gonna open, okay? Now I'm gonna hold that in place, but actually I am going to erase right here because I seem to have some glue, and then I'm gonna double check that I didn't shift it because I probably did. But I gotta get the glue off. That's like a big pet peeve of mine. Okay, let's move it up a smidge, a hair. There we go. All right, so now it's good. Now we can open, okay? What we're gonna do is open this up, and I'm gonna grab this white piece and I'm gonna open it completely. Then I'm gonna grab this side and drop this down, okay? This is where we're gonna add our adhesive, and you can see I'm always generous with my glue. And then I'm going to open this without letting go and press this down. Okay, I have not let go. And now I'm gonna double check before it dries, while I still have wiggle room, that I don't need to slide this slightly in any direction. I think I'm good. I'm gonna definitely put a press on that piece and double check that if I have any more glue ooze that I want to remove. I think we finally got it all. Okay, so this fits very nice in there. And when you open your piece, you pull down, and there is your I appreciate you very much. Isn't that pretty? If you wanted, you could put another piece of DSP here and have the whole piece, but I chose to just do the one I like with the white accent. All right, so now we're gonna put this back in place, and we are going to glue our flowers. So this one's going to get a dimensional. So I'm cutting pieces. Let's see if I have a big enough one. I'm cutting parts and pieces. Let's put another one right there. All right, so that's that one. And then this one's gonna get one in the center, but I'm gonna use parts and pieces again. So we're gonna piece them together. All right, that's it for dimensionals. I know you guys are freaked out that I'm hardly using dimensionals this week, but some cards call for it and some don't. All right, so we're gonna place this without gluing it down. We're just gonna hold it there. And we're gonna well, first let's make sure our card closes again, because if it doesn't, I need to shift it before we're stuck. Okay, we're good. All right, we're closed. So we want to place this one here, okay? And we're going to have a large flower sticking out on this side right here, okay? And we're going to have a leaf sticking out next to that flower. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this leaf, just the bottom, not the whole thing. All right, and I'm going to hold this in place, and I'm going to slide my leaf under that, and I'm going to make sure it sticks kind of into my scene here a little, okay? Then I'm going to lift my pink flower. I'm going to leave my blue one there, and I'm going to add the adhesive. Now, my flower's tucked, so this middle one 100% is going to get the glue, and that's all I'm going to do because some of it may be on both ends, but I don't want it to stick out, so I'm going to maybe like that. Okay. And then let's add our small one on this side. And this one should fit for the most part. So I'm gonna also do down the center, okay? And we're gonna add that one right here where it's gonna stick out, maybe here. All right, and I went a little crazy with the glue, so I'm gonna have some glue removal in a little while, but not yet. Okay, and now we can pull the backs off of this and get it ready. And I'm gonna hold it again in place, and I wanna put another leaf. Aren't these leaves so pretty? This die set is gorgeous. And put this piece here, and it's gonna stick out into my scene. And then I can add my flower and just have it, rotate it till you're happy with placement. And there is the one corner. Now we're gonna work on the opposite corner, kind of the same way. Okay, we're gonna lay our flower here, okay? And we're gonna start with the large because it's the biggest. So we wanna make sure, and again, I'm gonna do this one and this one. And we're gonna just roll with that because the rest I think are gonna be sticking out. Not too much because I don't want that, but right about there looks good to me. I don't want it sticking too far out of my card. That's good. All right, and then our next one is gonna go on the other side. This time I can do it down the middle. All right, and this one's gonna go right here, okay? Then we're going to add the leaf, and it's gonna stick out. So again, just a small amount at the base. We're gonna lift this up and we'll add it right here. All right, and then we're gonna pull the dimensionals off the back of that one. I guess I kept my other ones. I need to throw those away. And we're gonna add this, and let's rotate our flower till we're happy with the placement. I think like that. Maybe like that. I'm gonna bring this one out a little more. I need it sticking out a little further. Okay. As long as I don't get glue on the inside, I'm good with that. Okay, so I just wanna make sure, hang on. Yes, I want a little more green there. All right, so there's our last flower. Let's throw these away. And I guess we're gonna add our gems right away this time because I do like how they looked. I just wasn't thinking about that when I did them last time. What do you think of this suite of products? I think it's quite beautiful. All right, so we're gonna get a big gem down here. And another big gem at the top, and a little one. What do you guys think? I love it. All right, let's see if I have any glue to remove. I already see some. Do you guys see any? I'm so messy. Okay, I can't even open this. Too much in my hands. And I want to show you a few more cards that I made during convention with this set. There we go. Right there. I want to make sure there's nothing sticky. That's good. I just want to double check because if you have a card that's too sticky, it will stick to everything. That will be a nightmare. This is good, this is good, this is good. All right, we're good. All right, let's bring the stamp set back out. And then I'll show you the other projects. So there's that. The rest of the suite has the embossing folder and the labels, and of course the gems and the designer series paper. So there's that. Let me bring out the other cards. So here's one of them. that we made. We used some of the, and we distressed, we used some of the two-tone cardstock. I wanted you to be able to see the light and the dark, so that's why I did some folding. This is Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, and the only color that I don't have in here is Timid Tiger, but I think it turned out quite cute, and this was one of the cards that I made. I thought I had another one. I think I have one more, maybe two. Let's see. I have to fish them out of my my bag of stuff. All right, here's another one. So this one was kind of a separated card, quite cool though. And you stamp it and then you cut it into a split. And I thought that was a really cool card. And then we have the I Appreciate You. And again, this one has Timid Tiger, no Secret Sea. Oh, actually, I did use Secret Sea for the sentiment. So it has all the in colors on this card. And then this card, I used Cloud Cover and Secret Sea cardstock. And those are the colors of ink except for the garden green. And you can see I have the lighter garden green on the outside and the darker inside. I love this two-tone paper. I think it's gorgeous. And so these are the projects that I made at convention. And let me grab Tuesday's project in case you want to revisit that one and you did not see it. This was Tuesday's project. You grab these two ends and you pull out. It was a really quite simple, fun fold, but I hope that you guys loved it. So I hope that you guys will join me next Tuesday. Don't forget to sign up for game night. Don't forget to sign up for Card Fiesta. Don't forget to sign up for Inky Hands Crew. And let me know if you're interested in Stamp Camp. So those are all the great things. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That really helps my channel. I would love to have you on my team. So many things, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate you so much. And I will talk with you guys soon. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!